This is like the second time that I have filmed here because I don't film an intro. I just start the video, start the camera, and I don't even say, hey, welcome back. But hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, hello. My name is 𝚒𝚗𝚚𝚒𝚗𝚜, and if you're not new here, welcome back. Basically, I'm going to be picking 5 books from my want to read jar. If you don't know what my want to read jar is, I'm gonna have the video right here. Go watch it. It was pretty simple putting it all together, and then come back to this video. You watched it already? I didn't see you go. But I just put my want to read jar together, and yeah, if you want to know all the detail, it'll be in that video, girl, because it was a journey for real. There's gonna be like 2 parts. I'm going to be picking 5 books from my want to read jar, and then like the second part, I'm going to be reading them. So like picking book picks and then reading vlog. So all in one. But hope you guys enjoy. Hi! I'm here to finally pick 5 reads. Let's do a little mix here. But a little update. If I read the last books from April, I actually did. I only read 4 of them. So we'll do a little recap real quick of my April reads. I had 5 books, which was Notice by Kay Webster, The Queen of Nothing by Holly Black, By Sin I Rise by Cora Riley, and Paradise Descent by Raya Morris Edwards. And then I had When in Rome by Sarah Adams. I only read 4. I did not read When in Rome. So I kind of just like threw it back in the pile. Yeah, because if I didn't read, I'm just gonna throw it back. But I made it through 4 books. We just didn't read 1. So I say I'm proud of myself that I actually committed to reading these books. Okay, let's finally get to picking out 5 books. Okay, let's do a little twist and twirl, Okay, book number 1. Okay, Broken Rules by I.A. Dice. Book number 2 is, oh my god, I actually really wanted to start this series. Okay, so Off to the Races, and it's the Gold Rush Ranch series by Elsie Silver. I've actually really wanted to start this. I feel like all her series are kind of connected. I feel like I should have read Gold Rush Ranch series before Chestnut Springs, but I obviously saw Chestnut Springs first. So I'm really excited to start this. Book number 3. I'm actually so glad that I do this. It's so fun. Okay. Oh my... I'm getting good books, bro. I really am. Okay, this is Unconditional by QB Tyler. I see this one creator on TikTok, and she literally posts so many like quotes, excerpts from like QB Tyler's books. So, and they sound interesting. So I'm really excited to see what this one is all about. Okay, book number 4. Okay, I've actually read by this author before. Book number 4 is There's Venom in Her Kiss by Alexandria Lee. I actually have read books by her before. It was a series. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh my god, my leg is cramping. Book number 5. Oh my god, okay. Okay, book number 5. Okay, Jaylene, it's not that serious. Twisted Game by Eva Ashwood. Here are the 5 books that I'm going to be reading in May. This is actually a good picks. These are actually good picks. I'm gonna be reading these in this video. When I get to actually reading these, I'm gonna come back for each book. I'm gonna talk about like what they're about, the blurbs, and then read them, and then give updates while I'm reading them. I will see you guys when I start book number 1. It is Saturday, May 4th, and I have already started reading my first book that I picked from my want to read jar. I actually finished King of Sloth last night. It was like 1 a.m. and then I wanted to start reading something else, and I wanted to start reading my books that I picked out. I don't like to read them back to back. I like to space them out throughout the month. But the first book that I started is Unconditional by QB Tyler. Out of all the books, I feel like this is the one that I really wanted to read first. But let me give you a little insight of the book. I'm 29% in. I've been reading and reading. While I've been reading this book, you guys, my face has been like this. The blurb and the synopsis don't give. It doesn't tell you anything about what's happening in this book. Oh, nothing. This is giving you blind. Okay, because when you start reading this, you're gonna be like, what the? Let me read it to you. It only takes one moment to change the course of someone's life. One moment to link 2 souls forever. That moment came when I pulled her out of her darkest hour. The tragedy that threatened to swallow her whole and shatter her innocence. Save her, protect her, love her, I vowed. 10 years later, my vows are the same, but I'm different. She's different. We're different, and the feelings threatening to break free have the power to destroy everything. I'll stop at nothing to keep her safe. But what if the very thing she needs protection from ... is me. Now that gives you a little bit of insight, okay, of the book, because I'm reading this, and if you have read this book, it is age gap. Here's the thing with age gaps, I feel like they gotta be older. They got to be, and that is like one thing that's happening in this book right now, where she's kind of like on the cusp of being an adult. That is, I'm getting an ick. Point deduction. But I'm actually really invested in this story. The main male characters, so we have literally fucking forgetting. I forgot his full name, but we have Cal, and then we have Madeline. Guys, I'm only 29% in, okay? I can't remember characters' names. It's Cal and Madeline, and Madeline had something happen to her when she was younger, and Cal was there right after what happened. He was there. He's a cop. So if you can see where this story is going, yeah, Madeline gets attached to him very quickly, you know, just takes her in, helps her grow up. And I'm probably going to go, we made dinner, I'm gonna go eat that, and I'll probably read a little bit maybe tonight, don't know. Anyway, I'll see ya when I see ya. I just finished eating. It is 10 p.m. I ate late, but that's okay. I'm gonna stay here, I'm gonna sit here and read a little bit. Something just happened in the book where, like I said, my mouth literally dropped. I don't think I'm gonna try to literally explain this in the best way possible, but fast, okay? Like I said, she's on the cusp of being an adult, and he's older. I'm all for age gaps, like, yes, but it just like has to be done right. But I feel like you know the limit, like, you know, like, you just know when the limit is like the limit. Okay, but I think this one is, you see my throat? Yeah, that is the limit. So I'm gonna sit here and read. We'll see how far I'll get to. It is 11:11. Make a wish. Okay, my camera's about to die, but my thoughts, because I'm going to bed. Oh yeah, that's my thoughts for right now. This book has me questioning a lot. Yeah, Cal, I think I love you. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to bed. I haven't recorded today at all, just didn't have time today. Right now it is 9:32 p.m. When I woke up this morning, I actually read a lot of the book of Unconditional. I'm 68% in. Can y'all see? 378 of 557 pages. Like I was explaining yesterday, I keep saying this word, I don't know why, but on the cusp of being like an adult, I just get kind of iffy. Maddie, female main character, she's very possessive over Cal. I don't even know why I'm having trouble like articulating thoughts right now, but like I am. I'm 68% in. There was a moment with a character and she was noticing Maddie and Cal were getting too close. Maddie kind of grew up with this character, so her name is Aria. I don't know why I'm not saying her name, but her name is Aria, and she's basically like a mother to Maddie. I'm also like in this book forgetting that Cal is like a cop. Back to the premise, it is interesting. I feel like this is a book that you just read. You just read, like explaining. I don't want to say I have a hard time explaining books like this, but like I haven't done it before. Like on camera, explaining about it, like a taboo, dark romance, like age gaps. It's all a process, okay? It's all a process. I'm not ashamed, okay? We're here to talk about any type of book together. If it's fucking Ice Planet Barbarians, okay. Don't mind Chief eating in the background, but I'm about to finish the book. I actually read a lot last night. People are doing their lawns, Chief is eating. I'm a bit overstimulated. Anyway, I'm about to finish up the book. The plot twist in this book I was not expecting. Shocked. I was literally shocked, but we'll talk about it a little bit later when it's literal silence. I just finished the book. I honestly, like, I don't want to say I'm in a phase. If I feel like I'm reading a book and I just feel like, oh, I'm just reading it to read, I'm not gonna think too much about a rating right now. Like, I just know. That's what I'm feeling with this book. It's not like if I were to rate it, it would be low. I don't feel like rating a book right now. But I enjoyed the book. The epilogue was so sweet. If you're into like any taboos or age gaps, girl, I recommend reading this book. Also in this book, I also felt like, I feel like because it is a part of like the taboo, like a trope or a genre, I definitely felt like this book was like a mix of like emotional attraction and like physical attraction. You know, there was a combination of that. So I think it was a perfect mix. But it was just an enjoyable read. I had a fun time reading it. I was definitely shocked at some moments. I was like, oh my god, I sound so stuffy. I'm sorry if I'm stuffy, you guys. But yeah, I completed already one book from my May want to read jar. So 1 book down, 4 more to go. But I will see you guys next time when I read another one of my book picks. The way that I just like find angles in my room that I like, I think this is a new one. What is today actually? Like I don't even know. I'm back to read my second book from my want to read pick for May. Why am I talking like that? For May. But I'm back. I'm ready to read the second book that I picked out. It is Monday, May 13th. The second book that I picked out is Twisted Game by Eva Ashwood. It's in the Filthy Wicked Cycles like series, and I'm pretty sure I've heard like another creator on TikTok talk about this series, so I haven't heard too much about it, but from what I've literally started already, girl, this is this is interesting. This is so interesting. 1 chapter in, girl, why we starting with them doing stuff? I don't want to read the blurb or the synopsis because it is so long, but I'm gonna put it right here. Let me know if you guys like when I put the blurb or the synopsis here, because sometimes I can't explain. Seeing it on like video, it's just so much easier. I think I started a little bit of Twisted Game last night. I didn't get far. I only made it like 5% in. From what I have read, this girl, you know, she's a little bit behind. She got her GED. She's having trouble paying for her tuition for college. She's working somewhere, a strip club. That's where she's working at. She's working at a strip club to make ends meet, and then one thing leads to another. I haven't really met the MMCs yet because I believe there are 3, so you know where this is going. It's like a reverse harem. I'm on chapter, wait, where am I? I'm on chapter 2. I have been reading it little by little. This book is a hefty one. It's a longer book. It says that I'm 41 pages of 856 pages. I'm over here acting like, but I can get through that because I would consider myself a fast reader. I feel like I am, but sometimes I do reread a lot, like paragraphs, because my eyes be playing games. Yeah, I'll give updates while I go, because if it's a reverse harem, a polyamorous relationship, it's gonna be fucking good. It's gonna be interesting. From what I'm seeing, the main characters' names, because you know there's a girl and I'm pretty sure it's 3 other guys. The FMC, Willow, I'm seeing Malice, I'm seeing Ransom, and I'm seeing I'm seeing Victor. I haven't been recording a lot from this book because I'm like reading it like a lot, but at the same time I'm not recording as much. I did like make it a little bit, or a lot actually, into this book. I think yesterday I said I was on like page 40 of like the book, but now I'm on page like 500 of 856. So I did make it a lot, and that's like 58% into the book. I love dark romances because this one is a little bit longer. You know, if it's like a standalone, everything like happens faster, if that makes sense, but this one is like a slow progression. I was like, wait, why is it like taking so long? Because it is like book 1 of a series. I'm just like confused, because if there's 4 books in the series, is it the same characters? Oh, it contains spoilers. No, I can't read it. I can't read the blurb for the second book because it says the blurb below contains spoilers for the first book. So I'm really wondering if it's like these characters that will maintain throughout, you know, the other 3 books. But I feel like yesterday I didn't do a good enough explanation of the book. I'm not good at explaining books, you guys. Like, for me, it is hard. I don't know. Like, you guys, I barely read the synopsis sometimes. I just like put it here because I like showing y'all, and y'all need to know too, because how are y'all gonna get book recs? Okay, that is how. Like I said, it's like slow progression, but like the characters, and the 3 guys and their character developments are so interesting, and Willow as well. And so far in the story, Willow, she's basically just trying to make a life for herself. She didn't have one very well, and throughout the book, honestly, I've like quoted a little bit, she has scars all over her body, and I'm pretty sure she got them from when she was younger, but people bully her at like the college for her scars and her outfits and all of that stuff, and I'm just like, oh, I might as well like say it, because I don't know why I'm like holding back. Y'all have to know, okay? Y'all reading the books with me. Hello. For her to get, you know, money for her tuition for school, she goes to, because like I said, she works at a strip club, so she goes to the manager and she's like, listen, I need money somehow, like, can you help me? She gets like a reference to go like somewhere else, and she goes to a brothel, and then she goes there, and all of a sudden she meets the guy. But then the three main guys, Victor, Ransom, and Malice, I can't forget him because he's intense in this book, and they all come in and basically, you know, take care of this guy. His name is Nikolai. The Veronin brothers are trying to, somebody killed their mother, so they're trying to take care of this guy, and I guess the guy that they barged into with Willow and was that guy. So she's seeing all of that, and the story just basically like takes off from there, because she saw the guys killing this man. So the story just like takes off from there. But it's honestly, I'm really enjoying it. The reverse harem just like doesn't happen right away. It's literally like a progression, even with the characters and them having their own individuality in the book. I thought it was just gonna be, oh, like reverse harem, you know, smut here, smut there, smut every page. But yeah, I like how I'm talking about reverse harem like, hey, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. Right now in the book, because she's involved with these guys and she saw everything, people are trying to like get to her, and because Nikolai, we don't know about Nikolai yet, but people are trying to find out, and they're just trying to protect Willow. So now she's moving into where they live. So that's where I'm at right now in the story. She's moving into where they live, and the brothers are like, we can't get distracted, we all know how these stories go. That's where I'm at. I feel like yesterday I was like very monotone when I was explaining the story. But yeah, I'm about to sit here and read. I'm here to give my final thoughts because I finished the book last night. Twisted Game by Eva Ashwood. Where do I even start? It's nothing like I'm gonna sit here for 5 hours and talk about a book, but I was really enjoying this book in the beginning. Y'all saw me. I was like, oh my god, like I love this. But towards the end, I feel like we lost it. Like it like lost its little, like, I was about to say flavor. I lost a little bit of interest. The plot, it wasn't even a plot. It just like fell off a little bit. Yeah, I ended up giving it 3.75 because I explained the book a little bit, so I don't give any spoilers for anybody who wants to read this book. Honestly, I guess when you hear reverse harem, you automatically think, oh, like it's just gonna be a book full of spice, and I don't think it really was, because it's only the first book. There was kind of a mixture of that, and I feel like towards the end of the book it was just more spice, and then Willow became like, I don't know, like it's crazy how your mood about a book, like at the beginning you can literally love it, and by the end you can literally like hate it. Well, I don't hate it, but it just went downhill a little bit. I don't know if I want to continue the series because it does end off on a cliffhanger. Basically, the cliffhanger is that the guys, the Veronin brothers, are trying to do like inside jobs for somebody else because one of the brothers was in prison, and that's how he got out. He got out because of this one person. They basically do like inside jobs for him, and they basically wanted Willow. She saw something on the computer, I don't know, and then she left. So I'm like, what? what happened? I feel like I learned something about me as a reader is I love when yeah, I love a good dark romance and I love contemporary romances, but I love when a character is specifically herself. So I feel like when the female main character kind of loses, because Willow was in college, she got money from the brothers, okay, because she saw what happened and she was good for tuition, but then the guys were like, no. I would have fought a little bit harder. I'm like, y'all just pay for my fucking school. I'm going to school. I don't care what y'all say. I'm not moving in with y'all. I feel like I wanted her to be a little bit stronger with the guys. Yeah. Twisted Game by Eva Ashwood, I gave 3.75. Still recommend it. I honestly really want to continue the series because I really want to know what's gonna happen, but I feel like if I read the second book and it's still not my favorite, I don't know if I'm gonna continue. Yeah, that's basically that on that book. That's all I really have to say. I feel like this book really put me, it was very, very long. Listen, my feelings in the nighttime, I can be so brutal. Like last night I was like, because I'm doing a vlog and I'm talking about like this video in that vlog, and I was like, I don't want to read another fucking word again. But you know, this is a hobby. I'm not gonna force myself to read a book. I'll see you guys when I read book number 3. I am back. It's actually a couple days later after finishing Twisted Game, and I started my next book pick. The one that I wanted to read next it sounded very interesting, and I've actually read by this author before. The next book that I picked was There's Venom in Her Kiss by Alexandria Lee, and I am loving this book so far. Here we go. The synopsis. As a boy, I developed a likeness for control. As a man, that likeness had corrupted into an obsession. Scarlet Avery was a 21-year-old brat committed to setting my obsession on fire and dancing in the flames. I'm 30% into this book right now, and it is giving Twisted Games. But like in a good way, because I love Twisted Games by Anna Huang. He's an FBI agent, she is boss's daughter, and I am enjoying it so far. I haven't been having the time to actually like sit down and like read, so I feel like that's why a lot of these clips are like chopped up. It'll be like one day and I'm finished with it, because I try to read as much as I can, because like, and I wish I could just be a reader 24/7. Like, can I live in a book 24/7, please? But like I said, I am 30% into this book right now, and we have Scarlet and then we have James, but like Scarlet calls James like Agent Reyes. It's enemies to lovers. I am enjoying this so freaking much. Like, I love a good banter, I love tension, and this is what this book is giving. I actually am on page 213 of 713. I know that every time I read it on my phone it's gonna be different than like a physical copy. So basically in the story right now, Scarlet literally committed like arson, and since she's like the governor's, wait, is she the governor's daughter? I forgot if she's the governor's daughter, but she's like the daughter of some government official or something like that, and like her charges were like dropped, and Agent Reyes went to go pick her up. They're at a hotel right now in Vegas. It's just like banter between James and Scarlet, and I'm loving this. Also, James slash Agent Reyes has like his side quests and all of that stuff. Being an FBI agent, he literally has Scarlet around him, and he's trying to figure out things, so it's kind of like tension. He's working, she's being a spitfire right now, okay? She is not letting anything get to her. She's also dealing with something as well, mentally and physically. So like at the beginning of this book, it's just like her, I think it was her brother, something happened to her brother, and she's like very traumatized by it. So, but I'm so excited to finally be reading book 3. We have read what? I've already read 3 so far. I've read Unconditional, Twisted Game, and then now I'm reading this book. It is already May 17th. I'm not gonna force myself if I don't want to read the other books, but we will see. Anyway, let's get to reading. Let's get to reading, go. They are on a plane right now, and she has a fear of flying because I think that's how her brother passed away, and she's like having a panic attack. She's like not feeling good whatsoever. So James is literally holding her. He's literally holding her after he said, I can't interfere. I can't be attracted to her. Period. Oh, this is too good. you guys. You guys, I just sat here and binged the book, so I'm gonna lay down and do the review because like I have a major like headache right now. Yeah, at this point y'all have probably seen me at my lowest, girl. Anyway, I finished. I absolutely loved it. Highly recommend reading by Alexandria Lee. I don't know if I said this. I haven't watched any of the footage back of what I have been saying, but there is another series by her called Star-Crossed, and I loved it. It was so amazing. It was so good. It's age gap, it's boss and nanny, and the whole she's so underrated, this author. Before I get to talking about There's Venom in Her Kiss, but this author is so underrated. Like, her writing is amazing. It is so amazing. There's Venom in Her Kiss, I just finished. Literally amazing. Like, this book is so tension filled. It's enemies to lovers, it's like the boss's daughters, it's age gap as well. The height difference is 6'4", and 5 foot nothing. Scarlet is such a fire fucking ball. Okay, she literally is. It's enemies to lovers, so there's like banter. It's back and forth. When I read this book, I didn't know that it's like gonna be part of a trilogy, so she's not even done with the trilogy yet, and this book leaves off on a cliffhanger. Miss Alexandria Lee, I need the second book and third book immediately, because like what the fuck am I gonna do? I still think about her Star-Crossed series because it was amazing. I still think about it to this day, and now I'm gonna think about this book too. No, I'm about to give her an email. Did I say what I gave it? 5 stars. I give this book 5 stars. The way James just like is fighting temptation. This woman was inside me. She was breathing in me. She was the fire sending me up in flames, just like the ones dancing in her eyes. Her soul burned in those emerald pits, and maybe that's why I'd been obsessed with them from the beginning. I could recount every shade of green they'd ever been, like it was my scripture, and never tired of being at the center of them. The whole book was so fucking amazing, and I need the second book immediately. 5 stars. Once again, final say. I'll see y'all. Why is the camera doing that? Hey! I'll see y'all next time when if I read book number 4. I feel like this video has turned into me trying to find a 5-star. 2 videos at once, reading the books and also trying to find a 5-star, which I did, which was the last book, There's Venom in Her Kiss. So it's 2 days after I actually finished the last book. I feel like, I know I said at the beginning of this video that I like to space them out throughout the month, but guys, no book right now is calling my name. What's calling my name is literal rereads, okay? Like, I want to reread like the Chestnut Spring series, like 𝚒𝚒𝚒, like I'm like a reread of 𝚒𝚒𝚒 is calling my name. Like, I feel like maybe next month or continuing on, I feel like it's gonna be a month of like rereads. I am catching myself rereading books and quotes and everything. I thought I was gonna space them out, but no newer book is calling my name besides these ones that I've picked out. Anyway, it's 2 days later after I finished There's Venom in Her Kiss. Love that book. Oh my god, like I'm still like, I want to know their story. It's not done, but we're gonna have to wait. I started I think this is book number 4. I started book number 4 yesterday. I think I started it yesterday. I feel like I start books in the nighttime. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna start this book right now. But the next book I chose to read was Broken Rules by I.A. Dice. This is a mafia romance, and I feel like I haven't read a mafia romance in a long time, and I kind of miss it, and I love mafia romances. A little while ago, I was like in my journey of reading Rena Kent, and I was in the Deception trilogy, was the last like mafia book that I read. Like I said, this is a mafia romance. A mafia romances. What? Jaylene, what? What? This is a mafia romances? Oh my god. Anyway, this is a mafia romance. Once again, we have Layla and then we have Dante. I feel like Dante is such a, it just has to be used in a book for mafia. What's another Dante? Dante from Cora Riley universe, Dante from the Dark Verse series, like Dante Russo from King of Wrath. But we have Layla Hartston, and then we have Dante, I forgot his last name. Yeah, Dante Carroll. But it says North, South, and a Star. A 6-year war rages in Chicago. Death is postponed by a debt of gratitude. Envy encourages the unthinkable. Hate destroys lives. Love complicates relationships. Two enemies wish for the same thing, to take what the other one holds dear. Amid all the chaos, Layla, the perfect bargaining chip for both sides to manipulate, divided between two bosses, Blinded by her own unfulfilled needs, she ignores the risk and makes an irrevocably dangerous decision. When the enemy becomes an ally and an ally becomes an enemy, Layla's loyalty starts to lose her battle with reason. Layla finds love where it shouldn't be, safety where only danger lies, and happiness in the darkest of places. But in the world of mafia, rules don't apply, inhibitions don't exist, betrayal hangs in the air, and Layla must decipher the havoc of her past and present to find a way to stay alive. What I have read so far, I'm only 23% in, which is I'm on chapter 8 right now, and I'm on page 122 of 510, which I feel like the books so far that I have read in this video, they've been long, so I feel like this one is a little bit shorter. But I'm on chapter 8. Not much is happening right now in the book. Layla, she shows up. There's like two sides, right? There's north and south in Chicago. And I think north, I don't remember, I said at the beginning of the book, north is Layla's father, Frank. And then I think south is Dante Caro. He's the mafia boss in the south. At the beginning of the book, she goes to a club. She like pops out of her window, she leaves. She's about to turn 19. I think she was about to turn 19 and she's just like at a club. She's like, I'm leaving, deuces. I'm gonna go to the club. So she goes to a club, I think in the south, which is Dante's like club, and they meet. He becomes obsessed. Yeah, and the story is flourishing. So far she's trying to interpret Dante's intentions with her, because he's not like being rude or anything. He's not being like completely rude, but her father, Frank, is like, no, you can't trust him, you don't know what his intentions are. It is dual POV. I don't know what's gonna happen in the book. I don't have much to say right now because I'm not too much in. I'm only 23%, but I'm gonna be reading and giving y'all updates. Y'all already know if you are making it this far. Anyway, it's kind of nice outside. Very nice outside actually. I think this whole week it's been rainy, disgusting over here in Virginia. Gonna go outside. I haven't read much of Broken Rules today. I only made it to 30%. I don't know what page I said last time I was on, but I made it to 155. I'm probably gonna lay in my bed and read. Something just happened to her. She was like on a date with a guy that her friend set her up with, and he wasn't the best. So she ran out and she like ended up on some street, and some weirdos were being weird to her. So now Dante is coming to the rescue. We love. Anyway, I'm gonna lay down and read. I'm back home, taking a little break. I've been reading and I'm watching a little bit of YouTube, but I'm still in like the 40% area. I think I don't know, I am enjoying this book, but last night I was getting like major ick. I don't know, I was just like getting major ick by the MMC, which is Dante, and then we have another mafia name in here, Luca. I swear it's always the Dantes and the Lucas. I don't know what goes on in the nighttime, but like if I'm talking to the camera and it's nighttime, y'all are gonna get the most honest truth out of me. I think it's just like the end of the day, I'm winding down, I'm done, I'm ready to go to bed, so I'm gonna say whatever. So last night I was just getting the ick. Dante is like super possessive over Layla, and there's just like these little things he'll say, like I don't know, and I feel like I've read this stuff before in books. I think I'm just like entering right now. I think I've already made a decision that I don't think I'm gonna read Off to the Races, and I said at the beginning of this video when I chose that I was so excited, but I just like, I think after this book I just need a break, and I honestly just like want to reread like some books, so I don't think I'm gonna be reading Off to the Races by Elsie Silver, but I for sure will keep my eye on that one because like I really want to read that series. But anyway, back to Broken Rules. I was getting the ick a little bit last night and I was like, I don't know, but I'm still reading, and I love Layla. I love the main character. She's like, she may be like a mafia boss's like daughter, but she's her own person. And also, I think I made a note of this last night because I also wanted to say this. When it's like her point of view, she doesn't call like her parents like mom or dad. Well, sometimes she does, but like when she's like talking to other people, she'll refer her dad, which is Frank. Is his name Frank or Frankie? I don't know. There's like 2 different names. Frank or Frankie is her dad, and she'll like, in her point of view, she'll be like, Frank said da 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 instead of dad said da 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 da. I don't know. But like when she's like talking to other people and talking about her dad, she'll be like daddy or dad with her mom, and she calls her Jess. Not mom? Not ma? I don't know. It's kind of interesting. But she also did state that because her parents didn't have a marriage of love. I think it's just like a marriage between 2 people, and they just like live with each other. So she doesn't feel that connection with her parents and stuff like that. So I think that's why her point of view, in her point of view, is she calls her parents by their first names, because it was just like she just was raised by them. You guys, this is what I mean. This is what I mean by like a small little ick. I don't know. But he says they're at like a club right now because they're out on like their first date. Dante was introducing Layla to like, you know, his friend group and the girlfriends and stuff like that. So they're out at the club and some guy was trying to dance with Layla, and Dante goes, I grabbed his shirt towering above him. Don't try that again. If you hit her, you'll be introducing yourself to God. But it's okay. It's alright. It's alright. At least he's defending her. At least he's defending her. Because some books, they'll be like, yeah, I'm just gonna throw her in there. I don't care. So, yeah. I don't know when was the last time I recorded. I don't know if it's like the next day or 2 days later. I just like stopped picking up the camera and I stopped reading Broken Rules. I think after Twisted Game, I spent so much time, and I like binged it, I guess, and then to not enjoy it, I think it just like put me in a little bit of a rut. Yeah, so I've been reading Broken Rules, and I don't think it's a bad book, but earlier I was trying to get into it and I just like, I can't, like, I don't know if it's just not me being in a rut or connecting with me not connecting with the characters. I don't know, but I think I'm gonna soft DNF this one for now. I don't think it's bad at all. I think I'm just like not, I don't know, I just need a break from reading. I think I just like want to pick up like rereads right now, and it's okay. We have to remember that reading is just for fun, and it's okay to put a book down. I update all the time on my Goodreads. You just gotta go there, we can be friends. Let's be friends on Goodreads. Before I end off this video, I can do a little recap, but I have so far read I guess four books, but I read Unconditional, which I ended up not rating because I just like didn't want to rate it. Was not into thinking about all of that right now, and it's okay not to rate a book. You can just mark it as read. You know, ratings ain't that serious. And then I read Twisted Game by Eva Ashwood, and then I gave that one 3.75 stars. We all know about my thoughts on that book. Wasn't the worst book ever, to be honest. It just like fell off for me, and that's okay. And then I read There's Venom in Her Kiss by Alexandria Lee. I've been thinking about this book for so long. Also, I think because I found a 5-star, I think I'm like, oh my god, nothing is holding to that book's expectations right now. But I gave that one 5 stars, loved it. And then obviously the next book was Broken Rules by I.A. Dice. I can't count on me ever saying anything because I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get to Off to the Races by Elsie Silver. Don't know. Those were all the books that I read in this video. Like, that's all for me. I'm literally gonna go pick up a reread or something. Thank you guys so much for watching. All of my social throw up is down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Why did my voice do that? My voice is cutting out. Like, I literally said bye.